machine, baby.
Black Van Man, very, very, very special today. Who have we got here today? None other than himself, Danny Tommo. We're in, shall I say where we are?
Say where we are.
We are in Portsmouth, a lot of heritage around there. I'm going to pan around in a little while and let you have a look at thingy, but we've got more important things to talk about, and we're going to get into it. Hello Danny Tommo, thank you for having me on. Thank you for coming and having this interview and that. The nerve of the nation, people are pissed off.
They are.
They're pissed off. Let me take my glasses off so I can look you in the eye, you know what I mean? Yeah. The nation's pissed off.
Very much so.
We got ANTIFA, we got the Tommy Robinson supporters, we got BREXIT, we got Tommy Robinson. What do you want to talk about first? I would say let's just start off with Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson is in prison.
Yeah,
so let's talk about Tommy Robinson.
So, I mean, let's go back to the reason why I got involved in what I'm doing.
Yes.
I mean, going back to 2018, it was May. As everyone knows, we all watched the video of Tom having a live stream outside of the court case. And then we obviously saw him moved away by the police, arrested for reporting on something that the media put a ban on. I mean, in no other country in America, they don't do bannings like we did. So it was very important that Tom did what he did, because without people like him, we don't really get to see really what's going on. And that's the fundamental thing of what he does. He brings things that need to be brought to light to the British public, and look where he is now for it. But going back to so in May, we saw the video. I was obviously very pissed off as everyone else was, and we all said that we were going to go to Downing Street the next day and we were going to make our voices heard. About 300-400 people turned up. It was a big day to show how quickly people would turn up in his defence. We closed down the roads for a few hours, and then everyone sort of went home pissed off, and I sort of sat there and thought, well, what's the next step? What are we doing now? What are we doing now? This can't be it. So I just literally decided to go onto Facebook and to create an events page, Free Tommy, and it spiraled. 1 minute, it was at 5 people, then it was 150 people, then 1,000 people, that were going to come, and then 5,000, then 10,000, 15,000, and I couldn't believe it. And then obviously we all went down to central London. We had a huge stage, and about 50,000 people turned up. And more than anything, it was so refreshing to see that something could happen to someone, and that so many people actually took their time to come out and say, this is wrong. We need to stand up for this.
I think I'll just make a quick point. The reason why I got into it myself is I looked at Tommy Robinson and saw that he was getting a big following, and mainstream media just said, he's racist. So I thought, oh shit. There's a lot of racist people going to see this, they're getting a lot of support. I better have a look and see what's going on. So I've done a little review in that, and somebody said, gone down there and had a look, and this is why I'm here now in Portsmouth talking to you. Do you know what I mean?
Because you see, I mean, as you'll probably say, 80% of the people that want to march are families. Disabled, elderly. And he has a huge, the majority of the people that are writing to him at the moment are over 50 years, over 50. They're just writing saying, I feel for you. But, what people don't realise is all these people that are coming out for him, there's still thousands and thousands that physically can't because of their jobs, because of, their livelihoods, everything would be taken from them if they were even to be seen at a march.
They can't say anything.
They can't put anything on Facebook, they can't put anything, they can't talk to friends about it. They have to literally, in secrecy, feel a burning passion for this man. They can never talk about it because nurses and it's crazy.
Do you think there's an inequality in dialogue?
Massively.
Against the white man.
Yeah,
Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, absolutely. These days, if you class yourself as a patriot, you walk around with a flag.
Ooh, I really want to talk to you about
racism,
nationalism, the English flag.
Any person, like when I went to London, there's all these thousands of people talking about the EU, but none of them are wearing any British. There's no British flags.
Do you know something that's really funny? I went to Notting Hill. I was around the corner from Nottingham Carnival. I was working actually, but I see lots of people coming from Notting Hill Carnival. Yeah. What really disappointed me about Notting Hill Carnival was that there wasn't any English flags. There was every other flag, and we're in England, and it wasn't an English flag.
It's frowned upon. If you walk down central London with a flag on your back, singing patriotic songs, you'll be classed as a racist. That's just fact.
I think we have to distinguish between patriotism, nationalism, and racism, because it seems that they're trying to blur the lines.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's you can distinguish people that are out that their views were, racist, homophobic. Like, for me, I wouldn't have a go, but I wouldn't associate myself with someone like that, because that's not what I'm about. And right now, it's about actually trying to get away from this.
Away from that tag, maybe people will start to listen to what
and that's
I've come to have a look.
Machine, baby.